Good afternoon. I was just flicking through on my eBay. I'm fucking all over the show again. YouTube, and then I was like, hold on a minute. I think it's about time that I gave an update on what I've been up to. As we're looking on the screen, I've got 185 subscribers. Thank you very much to all the new people that subscribe to my channel. I think I have got to push on. I think so, and get more content up on my YouTube channel. Trophy wise, to be honest, I've pressed in the bearings on my dad's on my rear drums, so I can pretty much get those on, do my exhaust, and put it back on four wheels. I've just been so busy with work, life, doing my truck. Obviously, at 205, decided to paint. Obviously, wash the tank black, header tank black, master cylinder, few brake fluid black. I think that's about it on the 205. But as some of you have seen on my YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, I had the bright idea of painting my truck, or taking my truck to pieces, because the board decided to go through again. Plywood out at the moment is bloody rubbish. It didn't even last a year. So as you can see there, I've bought the proper Buffalo board for it, which is 18mm. A couple of my bearers on the body were rotten, so I bought some new bearers from Sheet Metals, which are based up on the outskirts of Reading. So yeah, it's so workshop wise, I haven't got any more signs. I've just bought a few more Peugeot model cars, which I think have just been delivered now. Got some more magnets, or parts magnets, or parts bins. I'm trying to think the technical term, because you know it's like it's just handy to have them. So I bought some more, so any area that I'm working, I've got somewhere to put all my nuts and bolts from, so I'll take something to bits. Also, as you see, got a few more. Let's take you out and I'll show you what I've been up to. Yard wise, more mess and shit, junk. So yeah, that's obviously next project, sort out. Let's take you out to the truck. See, new tailboard, new rear lights, new badges. So if you're going to do something, you might as well do it right. Yeah, as you can see on the chassis will be painted inside and out. So if I want to drive it, I like to chuck the mud guards back. Yeah, as you see, it's quite a nice blue. Also painted the chassis inside and out. So drop the running gear out of it. I've done all that. Cab's all painted. Got some private wind deflectors. New mud guards. I think we're all the new body on there. I think it's going to be a clean looking truck. I'm doing go to the auto jumbles. Right. Get back in the yard. Some of you have seen on my Instagram, I decided to refit out my other garage, which I think would be quite of interest to different people. Some of you have seen, obviously I've had to go a bit quiet out there because I think my neighbours are thinking, what is that lunatic up to? Because I think people think I'm crazy, but that's another story. Yeah, as you see, obviously we're tidying up some more in here, getting everything organised. You know, it's so nice to come in here and find what we're looking for. So yeah, so I think people would follow me on my Instagram and obviously my YouTube and my Facebook and whatever else you'd seen it. Obviously I refitted this out a couple of months ago. So, but now I've got the other garage sorted out. I've been going through all my bits. And as you can see, obviously, that's the GTR6 manifold up there. A couple of MR16 manifolds, one of them shorted. So I wanted to sort my parts out so they're together to what they are. So that's my MR16 parts and GTR6 up on there on that top shelf. Coming into here, as you see, obviously that's one of my other Tow 5s. So what I've done in here is obviously I repainted it, refitted it out. Obviously running my trunk around. I'm just deciding where I'm going to run my sockets at the moment. Obviously floor's all done. Again, tiles came from Motor Tile. Big thanks. Obviously, so that's my workshop, my garage, my storeroom, all done. Shelving came from Big Doug. And as you can see in there, obviously the boxes came out of off of eBay from a company up in Romsey that make plastic boxes. And as you can see, I've put the time out to sort of write down what I've actually got in spare parts and put them all together. So this is all sort of like mechanical parts and other bits and bobs. So as people, when I talk to them and say, obviously I carry quite a lot of spare parts, I think they think I'm pulling their leg. But as you see in this video, this is, like I said, this is just like mechanical parts. Up in the loft of the workshop, that's all full up with the plastic side of things, interiors and other bits. Also, as you can see down there, I think that's a 1600. That's a 19. I think that's another 1600, and I think that's another 19. So obviously I've got to cut spares, as you can see, obviously with my sunroof bits and bloody new drive shafts and whatever else. So I wanted to get it all organised, and obviously how it is in here now, this is how it always should be. Obviously, as you can see there, some more units from Machine Mark. This obviously got my valeting gear in, and my boys' motorbike stuff. Because obviously we're into our motorbikes and push bikes and whatever else we can get our hands on. So yeah, it's just been nice to sort of have a bit of storage, really. And like I said, this is what the idea of this garage was to have one wall for my Peugeot parts and get some more model collection out. Obviously, I've just had a delivery of 2 more glass cabinets from IKEA. Obviously, as you can see in there, there's 2 more cabinets. So I'm looking forward to getting out of my loft in the new year and going through some of my model cars and signs. As you can see here, obviously with my signs, obviously got a nice flying fin. Again, they only done 200 of these. As you can see there, Benson Hedges, obviously Damon Hill. Obviously only 2 of those were done on there. A big, obviously, Ferrari sign that I picked up. Obviously in there, there's another Peugeot one. So it's going to be nice to get all my signs up on the wall and get my model cars out of the loft and get them on show, really. Yeah, and obviously I think getting the white 205 back on 4 wheels, I think I'm going to have a swap round and do a little bit of work on my silver one in the workshop as well over the winter. I think the brake calipers could be doing with refurb on it. And just going through really, because the car ain't moved for about a year and a half, 2 years since it was last on the road. So it's just obviously just been sat in here. And this is why I built the garage, really, was so I could do stuff in my workshop and get this out of the way. And obviously people ask, obviously, you still got your silver one? It's like, yeah, I still got the silver one. And like I said, it's in its purpose-built garage for it. So that's obviously where it lives in there. So yeah, so like I said, I've done that a couple of weeks ago, refitted out in there while I had a bit of spare time. I'm sort of getting it to how I wanted it when I built it. And it was just obviously with life, kids and whatever else, was sort of like I never had a chance to finish it. So while I've had a bit of time on my hands, I thought, right, let's crack on with this. So as you can see, obviously we're all getting quite organised. I am filming off my Samsung phone, so sorry, obviously, if the video is not very good. But obviously, I've got a spare GTR6 engine buried over in that corner. So I think on how my channel's going now and stuff, I think I will look at doing another build. As soon as you see, I collect old chopper bikes. BSA. That's a BSA. Yeah, I am going to look at doing another 205 build, I think, with all my new parts that I've got stashed away. I'll build something out of that shell and then go from there. But yeah, it's a bit upside down, as you say. I'm a scrap pile. So I can't wait to get the truck back together. Anyway, let's get back inside. So yeah, so what it's been up to. It's just manic. Said work and obviously waiting on my last bits for the powder coaters for my truck. That's why obviously the 205 has sort of been put on the back burner a little bit. But obviously with the cold weather coming in and stuff, yeah, I think I'll start cracking on with that. And like I said, if I can get this back on 4 wheels, probably have a swap round with the silver one and get the silver one in there. Go from there. Obviously back on the truck, you see obviously got some side lockers for it to go underneath and to obviously chuck all my straps in and other bits and bobs. Obviously we've got some side, I'm trying to think technical term. Anyway, obviously there's some more side mouldings that have all been painted out and retextured. So obviously for the truck, I've got to paint the front bumper on it. But obviously with the weather it's cold, it's a bit cold at the moment, so I'm obviously painting the bumper with the old textured paint. That I've done the side trim with. So yeah, it's yeah, like I said, sorry obviously I've not done an update for a while. But like I said, it's just been busy. But after having a look at the channel dashboard and seeing how many subscribers I'm getting, and after talking to a few friends of mine, I think I need to push on a little bit more. And obviously I've been talking to a doctor quite recently. Obviously some people that know me know that obviously that I had a motorcycle accident about 19 years ago now. And I was on a life support machine for about 3.5 weeks. And I had a couple of obviously cracks to my skull. I brought blood and fluid on my brain. Obviously that drill in. And I've had like issues after that. And I got put in contact with a doctor, and I'm looking at going for the tests to look into ADD and ADHD. I don't know if they're the same thing. I think one of them is attention deficiency disorder, and then the other one I think is similar. Because after talking to the doctor, he sort of said, Dale, he said, you're a very gifted young man with obviously what I do. And he sort of asked if I've ever thought about obviously doing something with YouTube and something like that. And I turned around and I did my own. I said, yeah, I said, I do. And I think he's probably one of the subscribers. So a big thank you to the doctor for sort of like helping me. just I think it's something that I need to look into a bit more, and try and do more content. Really, I think it's, I've got the skills, I've got the knowledge, I've got the tools. Obviously, people want to see what Dale gets up to in his workshop at the bottom of the garden. So yeah, I think it's going to try and push on now with the content, and people want to see in more detail, obviously, what I do, not just obviously take photographs and video of showing my work. People want to see process and stuff on how I take a 205 to pieces and put the thing back together. So obviously some people call me daft and stupid, but I can't be that. I can't be that much maybe daft or stupid if I can take a car to bits and put it back together. Probably, yeah. Some people probably say that it's a bit strange, but it relaxes the mind. And obviously I'm not one of them that's going to be jumping on the bandwagon like everyone else with mental health and stuff like that. Yeah, we've all got issues, and I've got major issues, but messing about with these bloody things keeps me on level ground. But yeah, obviously with the truck, my mate Adam did laugh when I told him, so I've took the truck to bits. And he said, why did you take the truck to bits? I said, well, the floor's gone again. I said, are you busy at the moment? He said, why? And I said, I fancy painting the truck. He went, what, paint the cab? I went, no. I said, we're going to paint everything. So that's how it ended up, painting all the chassis, the cab and running gear and whatever else. We've done quite well though in a few days on it. Obviously prepped out here and then run it over the body shop and chucked in the oven, and then went from there. And obviously thank you to Adam, obviously, for doing his work, and obviously Barry for keeping us entertained and obviously doing a bit of work on the truck for me as well. But yeah, things are moving quite well, and I think with the new year, I think maybe it is time to push on with my YouTube and my Instagram. And obviously I do put up quite a lot of content on my Instagram, as people would see. So yeah, I need to do something, because it's people want to see what I'm up to. So yeah, and like I said, I was quite shocked when I had a look at my channel dashboard and saw how many subscribers I had. I was like, bloody hell. So yeah, it's channel's coming on from nothing to something. So yeah, it's good. So thank you very much to all the subscribers. Hopefully this will tickle your taste buds a little bit of what Dale's been up to. Obviously, anyone that's come across the channel, yes, I do waddle on. Yes, I do talk rubbish. But I just want to show people what a bloke does in Portsmouth, in his workshop at the bottom of the garden, that he built from nothing. So yeah, and obviously I enjoy working on Peugeot 205s. So yeah, so like I said, if you're new, please subscribe. If you flick through my playlist, you see all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff that I've been up to. Obviously with the 205s. This one that I'm videoing at the moment, there is a build on this that you will see. But obviously, I just wanted to catch up with everyone and just let them know that I'm still about, still tinkering. Just show what I've been up to. But like I said, you follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my Facebook. If there's anything you want to ask, I may be a bit slow getting back to you, but I always help people out any way I can, especially messing about with these things, because a lot of youngsters and young people or people that couldn't buy a 205 in their younger days are buying them now, and they're easy to work on, but they have got their quirkiness. And like I've spoken before previous, I'm 36 now. I bought my first one when I was 15. And obviously I've been pulling these to bits for over 20 years now. And that's how I've ended up, obviously, with a lot of spare parts. And no, I'm not interested in selling anything at the moment. I did have a bit of a clear out back the other year, which I met some good guys that obviously bought some engines off me and some other bits and bobs. I think once the white one's done, and I'll jump on the other non-sunroof shell outside, I think then I will start looking at pushing on with my eBay account and selling off obviously some more parts that I'm not going to use again. I'll keep a good selection obviously to keep the 3 profiles on the road. But I've got a feeling the next build will be the last one, because I'll pretty much build it how I want to build it, and then that'll be it. And then we can look at doing something different. Obviously, as people like my friends and people I talk to, I do fancy one of the GPS Z0 kit car, which I think they're based up in Nottingham. So I think with me coming fast approaching my 40th birthday, I can see myself treating myself to a kit car. I just fancy something different. Not nice open top sports car, rear wheel drive, just something different from a 205. That obviously don't get out. Obviously with one, obviously I have to pick which child I want to take with me, or if my wife wants to come out, then obviously we go out now. The kids are getting a bit older. But yeah, like I said, sorry I've wobbled on. Hopefully you've watched this all the way through, which will be good. Not just click out of it after a couple of minutes. If you sort of try and encourage me. Once you get into the videos, you start seeing a bit more. Get to know me a bit more as well, because I learned many years ago is connection, and I've come on so far through meeting like-minded people and learning new skills, as I've spoken about before, from places that I've worked and guys that I've worked with. Of just every one of those people has given me something, and that's how I've ended up with a workshop like this, building cool cars. So yeah, anyway, have a cracking day. Hopefully it don't get too cold, and I'll be back with an update on the 205 build in due course. Thank you.